A sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. Probably with the kitchen knife I have. There was a keyring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Yes. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. Is that my mouse? There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what had happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. Okay, I'm gonna go back from whence I came, because there were 2 locked doors. I used the keyring to unlock the door. The shelf full of security tapes was strictly organized, though covered in dust. It looked like the tape I found was the one that was missing from the shelf. There was a dusty VCR on the security desk. I wonder what was on the VHS tape that I found. Did I play the tape? Yes, I did, but after I took a drink of water. Which is me water, not character water. Anyway, yes. Oh no, the video showed a man right there in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched like somebody had tampered with it. And there was some sound that went with that, by the way. It looked like there could have been 2 men. I couldn't stand to watch that video again. Alright, cool. But there was a second locked door. Let's go for it. I'm not sure how I feel about the ladders, like getting bigger and smaller as they're going up and down the thing. I've been up and down enough ladders to know that that's not... Well, I guess it could be, depending on how you, which way is the locked door? I think it's over here. It could be, depending on how you climb your ladders, I guess, but, you know, whatevs. I tried a bunch of the keys on the keyring I had found on that sewer worker, and one of them seemed to fit. There's a sound here, kind of a staticky sound. A collection of stale liquor bottles covered the floor. Killer, it says. The wall was littered with dozens of old, faded papers. Whoever did this was obsessed with some local murders. According to some of the clippings, bodies had been found in ravines, in the forest, and in one case, dumped in the back of an abandoned truck. I couldn't be sure, but I thought some of these same articles had also been pasted up back in those tunnels. That room didn't seem like much of a place for drinking. What was the point? I don't know if you can see that, but it does say killer. It's like, most of this pixelated stuff is pixelated, but that pixelated killer is still a killer. A faded receipt was half trampled on the floor. It was from a local train station, was for 2 tickets. I didn't know what use it could be, but did I keep the receipt? Yes. I neatly folded the soiled receipt and slipped it into my front pocket. Okay, and exits this way. Oh God! I don't know if you saw that, but the pipe just burst while I was walking past it. God damn it. I'm really glad I'm not playing this in the dark. I would be so freaked out. Like, I'm already kind of freaked out, but if you like horror stuff, you should totally play this in the dark, by the way. That was where I got the janitor's dead body, right? Yes. But I did not follow this arrow yet. Okay, so we have another ventilation shaft. This must have been the other end of that ventilation shaft. Whoever used it could have gotten past that flooded room with this. But not me, because my leg is busted. Wait. That looks kind of bloody or something. You know what? I'm just going to go this way. Up the ladder and through the woods. Would I need that gun or that knife before the end? Both weighed me down and aggravated my leg as I climbed that old ladder. Well, why did you put the knife? Why did you put the knife and the gun in your wounded leg pocket and boot, dude? Ugh. The thought of that videotape still gave me chills. Who was it that didn't want it to be seen? Was it the same person that hid all those clippings away in that locked room? Suddenly, the awful smell of that sewer gave way to a pine-scented blast of fresh air. Am I free? No, because the name of the game is Home. I like how they've got holes in the chicken wire fence. Like this, This game is really pixelated, as you can see, obviously, but they put a lot of attention to detail in the backgrounds and stuff. Why is there a ladder over a fence? Oh, I guess it could be an escape. We don't really have these kind of things in Alaska very much where I'm from, and there certainly aren't any here. Oh, speaking of escapes here, like fire escapes, I'm gonna deviate away from the game real quick. When I was going to college, when I was on my exchange, there was one time where we had a fire drill, and the fire escape from the top floor to the bottom floor, it was like a 3-story building, was this collapsible cloth slide that was like, basically all it was a spiral slide made of cloth. And so, like, it was big enough that for a person to slide down, but since it was twisted so tightly, you wouldn't go down too fast. It was really cool. Anyway, an old ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? Yes, because I had nothing else to do. I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. Climb, climb, climb. Stars. More ladder. Let's do this. Awesome! Blood scraped on the wall. What's this? In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? Yes. I slid the filthy wallet into my back pocket. I noticed it didn't contain any kind of gun permit. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or ID of any kind. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. Why are you thinking about that when you're in this weird whatever. From the railing I could see over the woods and down to the entrance to the sewers. Had I come through there before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. Awesome, so I climbed this tower for... what? My wallet? But then now what do I... oh, I can go past the tower. Oh. There are eyes in the background! Oh god. Do I want to go over there? That's where the eyes are. Yeah, that's where the eyes are. I'll go this way. I mean, for all I know, there's eyes over here, too. Hey, a forest. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I had seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled... ... Click the arrow. Notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. So, I have my choice of paths. I almost wished I had paid more attention to those crazy scribblings. Maybe I would have been less nervous about entering that dark forest. Left or right? This one's farther away, so let's do it. Bench. A dry old picnic table sat lonely amongst the trees. It had carvings and marks from years of previous campers. As I tried to read some of the names and the marks, I idly thumbed the knife I'd found. If I wanted to, I could have carved something on that table. Did I? I'm gonna say no. I don't feel like... if there's a possibility of someone following me, that just... yeah, let's not say we didn't. Not to mention the blood on the knife would get in the carvings, and that just doesn't sound like a good idea. In case of police being like, what are you doing with this blood-covered knife? The path ended in a cold-looking river. I wasn't sure if it was safe to cross like this. Did I cross it? Yes. There is more sound now. By the way, if you see me just, like, pause and say nothing for a moment, it's because the game is being kind of freaky somehow. Alright. 2 bodies. 2 young women were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave between the trees. The younger-looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. I had no idea who these girls were. I didn't touch the gravesite, did I? No, we'll leave that one alone. It was best to leave this alone and find a way out of those damned woods. Let's do it. Alright, back across the river. Did I wade back over to the other side? Yes, yes I did. And that's all that was over here. Alright. Hey, I went over the river and through the woods. But instead of finding Grandma's house, I found a couple of dead chicks. Trampled into the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Yes. I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. I don't know why he's worrying about his wallet so much. Through the fence I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. I'm sure you can. Maybe you can't. We have a path on the left, path on the right. There was a fire pit there. It was still a bit warm and a few embers still burned at the bottom. 2 folding camping chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. There were a couple of cans of beer spilled on the ground. Something tells me I found the girls' tent. The cheap dome tent slept 2 people. I shone my flashlight inside and could see some bedrolls, 2 backpacks, and a cooler. I felt like if I kept rooting through the campsite, someone would walk in on me. Oh god, the game is confirming my fears! Let's go this way. There were some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook there too. Did I read it? Yes. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after worn page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, and Rachel. And for those of you who weren't paying attention earlier, that matches up... Let's see... exactly the list of names I wrote down earlier, except, wait, 1, 2, 3. Unless I skipped one, there's an extra name in this list over the other one. Oh, the new name is Rachel. Rachel? Her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. I've got a theory. It could be bunnies. Actually, my theory is that I'm a schizophrenic killer who, becomes girlfriends with girls or boyfriend with girls. Who gets girlfriends and kills them, is what I'm trying to say. I'm a guy who becomes girlfriends with girls. What? Malls. Uploading. No, 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 no! Awesome. No, 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 written all over the wall. I'm gonna go in here first. That building was... The sign was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. I had finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Okay. Which means if I'm gonna go into that building, I need to go do it now. Thank you for the warning! Don't look. God damn it. The exit's over there. The door here. My gamerness to explore everything is warring with the fact that this is a creepy, creepy game. Gamerness wins. Why did you have to write no, no over the door again, people? Wait, what? No, that was a sink. I highlighted a sink. The grimy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. Bathroom. There was a damp-smelling plank leaning against a small door. I might have been able to cross the river with it. Did I take it? I'm going to assume link pockets and say yes. I managed to carry the plank under my arm so it didn't get in the way.